very strong.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. We've got a busy episode today. Just excuse us while we get our patron through the bridge. You crashed, sucked in, on camera too. But,
Unlucky.
yeah, whoever was on the boat just decided to crash into the bridge. He had all that room, bud, and he crashed. Get out of here. All right, welcome everybody to the podcast. We are DayZ Consoles only podcast. We are kicking it off with an interview with the legendary Second Dawn. It's a RP server that's blown its doors wide open and expanded into the next level. But let's dive into who we have on the couch. Firstly, on our left-hand side, our co-host, Lady Ponce. Welcome.
Hi. Pleasure to be here.
That's the way. And then in his leaf crown, Mr. Brandon. Welcome.
Oh, pretty princess.
He's looking very nice today.
Princess. Oh my god.
That's his Mr. Autumn Princess over there. We will have Mr. Undead. He will be in shortly. He's just running a few minutes late. With the red helmet from the Second Dawn. Mr. Red, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And Second
Red.
Dawn owner, Chloe. We've had Chloe on the show before. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again. It's nice to be here.
I'm glad you came back for a return. Give us an absolutely wicked update of what's going on with the Second Dawn. Before we get dived into that,
it's the Peasant Podcast. We're having a blast with the DayZ community, so take a seat real fast. Server owners and coders, content creators and streamers, showing off the community with all their features. Issues with updates, someone's mistake, new things they added, angry players it makes. Get in chat, voice your opinion, you're the community, we wanna listen. It's the Peasants Podcast, TPP, putting out the word about the DayZ community. The greedy peasant, the host of the show, with over 12,000 hours, DayZ is all he knows. Let's introduce the panel, it bring the show to life. From the community, they'll get me in strife. Chat moderator, queen peasant, player and server admin Q. Server owner, coder, streamer, Lady Ponce, streamer and PvP enthusiast, undead gamer. Server owner, admin and coder, Brandon. It's the Peasant Podcast. We're having a blast with the DayZ community, so take a seat real fast. Get in chat, voice your opinion, you're the community, we wanna listen. It's the Peasants Podcast, TPP, putting out the word about the DayZ community.
let's find out what's happening in the network. We have a few updated servers, and if you are a server owner, you can get on this every week. Let us know what's going on in your world. Where is it? Right, so this week, One Life is wiping. Scheduled date is August 2nd. Get ready for the fresh start and a whole new grind. What to expect: a full server whitelist will be enabled to combat old accounts, loot adjustments for more balanced experience, fresh economy, fresh bases, and fresh opportunity. Make sure your game tag is posted for the whitelist access. Game tags are case sensitive, so let's make this the best wipe yet. So One Life is a hardcore server, really pushing the limits of hardcore. Just had a whole heap of updates when it comes to their map, so looking forward to that. And of course, this week on the zone, we've got the artillery strikes are happening anywhere, anytime. So be prepared. This is an RPG server. Very complex, very hectic. They're featured nearly every week on our show, so big support to the zone. But apart from that, is it for our little updates. Let's dive into the show. First of all, let's recognise people in the crowd. We've got Mr. Bobby in the house. We've got Demon Shooting, Lady Ponce. We've got the Odd Guy. Got Dodgy Eli. Oh, he sounds a little dodgy. Mr. Red Rogan. The Flower Boy. He's in. Last turnout.
Silly.
I was going to say, you probably know a lot of these people.
Yeah.
Mr. Brand the Great, Mr. Undead. Welcome, welcome. All right. So we've got a big turnout from the crew of the Second Dawn. Let's dive into it. The Second Dawn have expanded from the RP world to form a network of servers in a variety of styles. Roleplay, deathmatch, medieval, and PvP servers have been tied together to create a home for all styles of play. Discovery. A Discord bot helping to aid the experience of the player on Xbox with POI tracking and much more to come. Now this little bot, I try to get as much information out of this Discord, but they're holding back on us. We're going to have to dive in and actually find out what's going on. But very, very interesting stuff coming from the Second Dawn. Chloe, first of all, tell us about the network and the servers you have. Give us a rundown.
Right, I'll give you a rundown. So, as of recently, we branched out into our different servers under the network of Second Dawn. So as you mentioned before, we've got the Roleplay, which is our flagship server, which we started in, I want to say, late February, early March. Then we have our Deathmatch server, which is launching this week. We're hoping to have it open in a couple of days. We have a medieval server, which is currently in development. Obviously, it's quite a big project, so we're taking our time with that one. Then our PvP server, which is actually run by Lady Ponce over here, so that's going to be really exciting. But these are the ones that we're currently working towards in our little network. It's definitely been a long time coming. Obviously, when I started SDRP, it was always an ambition to branch out into bigger styles of servers, but by far our most ambitious project is the Discovery bot. Second Dawn Discovery, which obviously I can go into more detail later on. Yeah, I'm super excited for the Discovery bot. It's something I've been working on now and developing for about 3 months, and recently I partnered up with Teabag over at CDS to see it come into fruition. So yeah, but overall the network, we're seeking to provide the Xbox community with a catalogue of different servers that cater to all types of playstyles. So the aim is that they all have our stamp of approval and share the same values as SDRP does. So we're sort of looking to replicate our success over there into the different styles. Obviously, any existing servers can apply to join our network and follow our branding, but we do extensively review amongst our staff and existing network team the sort of way that you manage and operate your server. So that is something that we do allow. With
Very
people
nice.
obviously coming forward about it. So yeah, obviously myself, I'm the server overseer, find a better name for it. I don't want to say
No,
network.
that's wicked. No, I'd rather
yeah.
oversee. Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's too much trying to run every single server. I'll pull my hair out. And then obviously I've got Red next to me, who's the network manager. So that's what we've currently got going on at the moment in our world with the network.
That's absolutely crazy. Well, we're gonna jump a little bit ahead. We're gonna go straight down to the Discovery bot because there is a lot of passion and a lot of thought going behind it. Can you tell us about the bot coming to Second Dawn? What's Discovery? What does it do, and how does it benefit the player?
So first of all, the Discovery bot is not just going to be exclusive to Second Dawn. It's actually going to be launched for both Xbox and PlayStation. So it's going to be a widespread launch, subscription based. So similar to most of the kill fees, you pay a monthly subscription. You'll gain access to all the different features. So we have standard and premium. Obviously standard, as it says, you'll have the standard features of the bot, and you'll have sort of limitations to how many POIs and things you can register. And then premium, you'll have unlimited and obviously access to any of the new features. So at its core, the Discovery bot was something that Red next to me actually came up with the idea for, and I'm so grateful for it because it's now evolved into something so big. It started off with me, wanting to punch my monitor trying to do Python coding, many sleepless nights. And the first feature, or the sole feature we were working on was POI tracking. So the closest similarity I can offer is if you've ever played Skyrim or Fallout, if you go to a new town and it will prompt up with a little sound effect saying new location discovered.
Oh yeah.
New place discovered.
Yep.
So it will work very much like that, where the bot, when you enter a POI zone, so you can register a POI with a certain radius, and when you enter it, the Discord bot will DM you saying new location discovered, and you'll either get access to a secret channel in the Discord, or you'll just get a DM from the bot explaining information about the POI. So it's multifaceted. It can work for any type of server, but it's mainly targeted towards roleplay and player versus environment. So that's the POI Discovery version. Mainly, if you've ever played on roleplay servers and there's a lot of POI and world building, typically it involves having to open a mission ticket or a lore ticket, POI ticket, and you'll have to wait for a staff member to DM you the relevant information, and that is so tedious. So this is how it sort of came about, was trying to automate it. So that's the POI tracking. Then we have the bulletin board feature, which works a little bit differently to some other servers and how they have it running. So much like in real life, if you walk up to a notice board or a bulletin board, you can read what's on there, you can post something on it, no one will know you've posted it, and then when you walk away, you can no longer see what's written down. And it's going to work like that. You walk up to a bulletin board, you gain access to a Discord channel, the bot will DM you with a choice to post something on it, and then obviously you can decide to post on the channel or not. When you walk away from the bulletin board, access to that channel disappears, and you can make as many bulletin boards as you want. So you can have one for each town, each city, and obviously it will all be unique. So you go to different towns and cities and you might find different posts or different bulletin boards. And it's just another way to immerse the players in the game. So that's the bulletin boards. I've got a little bit more. So we've got the NPC quest
don't worry, I'm
feature.
taking notes.
Yeah.
You're on a roll.
Hey,
You just
Chloe.
keep going.
I know, I've got a lot.
You do know on one of the Discord channels that you can see for this bulletin board, you're going to get something like Vasily was here.
Oh yeah,
And
there's bound to be, with it being anonymous, there's
Greedy
gonna be
was
those
here.
types of posts. Yeah. I'm excited to see it. If it gives you a laugh, if it gives people a laugh, then that's brilliant. But yeah, so that's the bulletin board. Then we've got the NPC quest, and this is by far the feature I'm most excited for. So similar to Skyrim and Fallout, when you walk into a town and you press a button and interact with an NPC, and you get these dialogue options, so like A, B, or C.
Yep.
Like hello, nice to meet you, or who the fuck are you, and all that kind of stuff. So if you approach a static NPC in game, then the bot will recognize that and it will DM you on behalf of the NPC, and it will give you dialogue options that you can choose from. And you can go through a dialogue with this NPC, and at the end of it, depending on the choices you've made, obviously if you're nice to them, they'll give you a quest. And the quest might be, I don't know, go find 5 mushrooms and bring them back to me. So you go and find 5 mushrooms, you approach the NPC again, and then you place the mushrooms down on the floor, you take a screenshot, and all you have to do is type in a command /approve quest. That gets sent to the staff or whoever you want it set up for, and they can approve or deny the quest, and then they get the rewards and the roles. So that's the
Wow.
NPC quest feature. So it's going to add another, it's going to be insane how that works. And then we've got, it keeps going on, we've got more going. So then we've got the stats. So the biggest thing is the PvP servers have so many tools and so many bots that cater to their style of server, right? They've got the kill feeds, they've got the airdrops, all of these types of things, but the role-playing PvE servers don't really have something fundamental that most servers would need, which is why we've then added a /stats command. So you do your stats and you can see how many POIs you've discovered, how far you've travelled across the map, what your last POI was, what your latest one is, how many quests you've completed, all these types of things. So you can actually see your stats. So that's another little feature that we've added on for it. And lastly, the one that's currently in a work in progress is voice call broadcasting. So if you've ever invited a music bot into your Discord server and you do /play and obviously the YouTube link or Spotify link in it, and it brings the bot in and the bot starts playing. So imagine you're in game and as a staff team or event team you want to do an emergency broadcast to your players, right, in character. So it would work essentially like that. So say for example you have a reaction role and players can opt in to hear emergency broadcasts, and what the bot will do is ping that role a few minutes or seconds before it joins a voice call, and players in game can also use the Discord feature built in on Xbox, join the VC, and the bot will enter the call and will play an MP3 file. So whatever you've designed it to be, whether it be zombies screaming or alarms blaring, and it will play that in the voice call. So you can hear it in real time whilst you're in game, and you can react to it in game. So there's no awkward wait or disconnect between the Discord and in-game itself. So that's one of the features that we're super excited for as well. And that's all we've got so far, but obviously we're always evolving and we've got so many more ideas we want to implement into it. But
as you're talking, I have just thought of a new idea, which I will let you know about.
Of course you
later.
have, yeah.
Write it down.
Of course you have, yeah.
That's what the podcast is all about. We inspire ideas.
Yeah, honestly though,
Wow.
when I say this bot is going to revolutionise dayzxbox and PS4 as we know it, because like I said, I'm a very passionate role player and I've been in many servers and I just feel like they're not getting something unique, and I'm not going to gatekeep the knowledge. I want for everyone to be able to access it because it's gonna upgrade people's servers massively.
Yeah.
We've already got a few people lined up for its pre-release launch, which I'm super excited for. See how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the features we have so far.
That's nuts. Let's just go. Let's go rewind a little bit. So the the POI tracker. So the ability to be able to set all destinations you want, and to be able to have a visiting quest. Go and visit all 12 POIs. Yep. The bot will recognise that you've been to those POIs. That's next level, especially with the pinging the information for you in server and give you a rundown of the town. It'll be a lot easier for settlements too, for rules and stuff.
And it's not just that, but it could also be used for PvP servers in saying you have now entered a safe zone or things like that. So if you're creative enough, you can quite literally tailor these commands to meet whatever style server you have. And it's going to be insane, because I recognise as well that not every POI is going to need a dedicated Discord channel, because you'll end up with a massive Discord, which is why for the smaller POIs we added a command that the bot will just DM you the information rather than unlocking the channel.
Yeah.
But for the likes of the channel would be for the settlement. So if you've got a settlement leader or something like that, and they can update that channel in real time, and obviously anyone that enters can see it. And once you've found the zone, you've got permanent access to that channel. So it's only you're not going to get spammed every time you enter it. It's just be right, new location discovered.
Well, that's
done.
specifically for the zone, isn't it? With the bulletin boards, we want it so you walk over to it, the channel appears. When you leave that vicinity, it then removes the channel.
Yeah, that bulletin board that's next level, isn't it? That is absolutely next level. The struggle of having I think it's an OO or OCC channel, where you have basically
OOC,
where you have a worldwide command where everyone's blurting all their crap out 24 hours a day. The ability to actually have to physically go to the notice board to find jobs in a local town set by players, quest items, trading, that sort of thing, but just specifically for that town. That's one, and it would be also good for like my minigame server too, where I can have people enter the arena and it can pop up, hey, this is what this arena's about, blah blah blah, and give them a little rundown of the rules of what to do. So the application of the bulletin board goes beyond just a message board. It's
bounties, all of it. Yeah.
Bounties.
Yeah,
100%.
we'll have a chat at the end, Greedy. I'm sure we can come up with something.
All right.
Network manager right there.
Yeah, that's it. I'm in cahoots with your developer, so I'll make a TGB bot for mini games.
I love that.
No, but
yeah, massive shout out to Teabag for that, because I mean, I started the coding for it, but Teabag is the one that's really elevated it beyond anything I think I would have ever been able to do in the time frame. So massive shout out to Teabag over at CDS.
Yeah,
Huge shout
he's the
out.
go-to guy for coding.
He's a legend. I taught him everything he knows.
I'll be messaging you then.
No, but seriously, I am a little upset that everyone's been taking my right-hand man and using him. I don't get to speak to him that often. But he does absolutely wicked work over there. He has moved it into some next levels when it comes to coding, especially when it comes to the bot side of it. So, yeah, that's going to be absolutely hectic if you've got him in your corner working on that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So the PIO tracker, the bulletin board, the stats. Now, the stats is probably the one thing that caught my attention, because you don't always get that the ability in roleplay to know your stats. Know how many kills you've got in like animals, the POIs you've visited, the quests you've got. That's really going to open up the automation in your Discord when it comes to people being able to role play and mission style without really having to bounce that ticket backwards and forwards to the admins.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to free up so much time for the staff as well. I mean, that and another bonus to all of this is to credit the developers that make the POIs, especially. It's one thing sort of posting it occasionally, but for them to, if you was to set up the POI and have a credit message of who developed it, it's just another nod at, the work that they do, showing a sign of appreciation to them. So that was also another big reason that we wanted to do something like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Actually, you could have it set up to say, this is from Scale Speed of Gaming, or this is from Teabag, or built X, Y, and Z, and you can obtain it here. Yeah, your bot goes from an RP application to you can, depending on how you bend the coding of it, to be applicable for most servers, even PvP servers.
Definitely.
But
Definitely very unique.
very, very unique. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, you're not going to really find that on a lot of servers.
No.
No one else, as far as I'm aware of, on the console
Yeah.
community have a bot like this. This is the first of its kind. I mean, yeah, it's groundbreaking, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited
Hopefully,
that it's actually an idea that's becoming a reality. You know.
yeah. I mean, in the future, we're hoping that it will be the standard for all PvE and roleplay servers. It's ambitious, but like you said, it's a good idea. It's solid. We got
Yeah.
excellent people
People would
surrounding
definitely
us
pay
that
for it. I'll tell you
support it.
that.
Yeah.
£5 a month. You know, we're trying to keep the cost low.
that's
£5 a
nothing.
month for standard.
If you can't pay
Yeah.
$5 a month, something's wrong.
Especially for the application it adds to your server.
Yeah.
To be able to be linked to the Discord voice channel, and then all of us, if you just keep it permanently locked in, and you're using your chat, or you just cruise along, and then all of a sudden you hear this emergency broadcast that kicks in for no particular reason, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got some ambitious and some wicked voice actors over at Second Dawn, and I know they're all rearing to go with this. They're ready. They're gonna have like screaming, like sirens blaring in the background. It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm so excited to see the first emergency broadcast come out.
Yeah, and you could even tie it in with your NPCs as well. You could have it trigger to say, "Oi,
Make the NPCs
hey buddy,
talk.
get over here," and you look over and there's your NPC.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
And then you move
Yeah,
over to him,
yeah,
and
that
the
would
mission starts over.
Oh, yeah, you've given us another idea.
Sorry.
Writing that down as we speak.
That's
Thank you.
fine. Just when it comes up, just credited
He's gonna want
the
credit.
greedy peasant at the bottom.
It will pop up in the channel, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll make the command greedy / greedy voice or something.
Yeah, you could
We'll
use
make
his
him an NPC.
beautiful Aussie accent.
That's it.
Yeah.
G'day, mate. I'm kind of stuck in the bush here.
g'day,
Can you
fuck.
give us a hand there, copper?
Oh,
We're
we
so
should
doing that.
definitely
We're
do
gonna add a
something
greedy
like that.
NPC. Yeah, have a really
Yes.
thick Australian accent.
Get me 20 pitchforks, and I'll give you this roll,
That's it.
and you can also have some Discord
That's
currency.
it. I'll swap you a
There you
pitchfork
go.
for me
Aussie
cowboy hat. No, but
Yeah,
that's
we could have some really pointless missions on there as well, couldn't we? I was thinking about like serious ones that we could do to enhance the roleplay, but having some silly ones on there too would be pretty good.
Bizarre, yeah. It's
100%.
Give
like
that
the,
fun
Strangers
factor
and
as
Freaks
well.
on GTA.
Yes.
Big film
Oh
yes.
god,
and
yeah.
it just not be
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
anything.
would
love
have
them.
done really well with season 2.
Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
It is good.
I am as well.
It is amazing how much you can, you throw the ideas around and sort of kick off something like this, and the more ideas unfold over time as you get more and more
Yeah.
input. So,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it started off with just POI tracking, and it's become something so much bigger.
yeah, and the benefits for
No, that's
an RP server is phenomenal. I already know Mr. Spaz, who runs an RPG server. He does a lot of communications backwards and forwards with his people, and adds a lot of AI in it himself and narrates for it. So he spends a lot of time on Discord. You might just save this person a lot of time.
I've already reached out to him.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I've already
I think
reached out.
he'd benefit from it. Oh, you
Yeah.
have to Spaz?
Yeah,
oh,
oh yeah.
He was.
One of the first.
Yeah,
Lauren,
his
I'm in his
server
server, and
seems
me and Red
ideal
were
for it. Like you said,
Yeah.
the amount of information that he's got on there, I think he could really benefit from something like this. So yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as we discussed about releasing it to everyone, he was one of the first people that we thought about giving
He
it
put
to.
his hand up. Me, pick me.
Yeah.
I need my life back.
Oh,
I need my life. I love my passion, but I need my life.
Chloe, you know what you should do as well with these NPC voices? I think you should get Reed to do some because he
Oh, yeah.
is outstanding with his accents. He's
Reed,
amazing.
Tank,
So,
Red, Matt. Well, we've got loads. I'm so
so
ready for
just a
it.
bit of background around Reed Greedy. Reed is Red's brother, and Reed's also one of the admins on RP. He's just started doing a bit of dev work, and I've actually got into some like conversations with him privately to, commission some of his work onto my server. And
Ooh.
some of the stuff that he's building, oh my God, it's blown my mind. He's not been doing it for too long. And I've never been so proud of someone in my whole life. He's doing so well. And right, because as I said before, he's Red's brother. And Red's from the UK, and Reed's in character. This is probably a bit of metagaming, but it's fine. He does an American accent, and it's that good, Greedy, that when he started talking to me in his British accent, I was like, who the fuck's he? And honestly, and he was like, it's me, it's Reed. I was like, shut up, you're from the UK, and he was like, yeah. And honestly, we just laughed for ages. It was so funny. His accents, oh my God, they're amazing. This boy
I've got
should
him round
be
mine at
an
the moment.
accent
He's
actor.
laughing.
He's a legend. He really is.
That you
He's
know what?
funny. He's so funny.
The talent that comes out of RP servers when it comes to the voices, when it comes to generating stories on their own is absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the things that really I dive right into. You catch me reading character background stories and things like that. I'm a big D&D nerd, so when it comes to storytelling and that sort of stuff, I froth on that sort of stuff. That's
Yeah.
and when people go that sort of level, when you don't know that they're what nationality they are, that's when you really tip your hat off to the people.
Yeah. I mean, so many people on the server have messaged me, obviously wanting to do voice acting, and it's actually a goal for them in real life as well. And it's like the perfect platform for them to practice. And speaking on the D&D as well, it's something I've been wanting to do for SDRP, but trying to find a way to do it, is the dice roll mechanic. I really want to find a way to utilise that.
Let's get the
Just
D20s
so good.
out.
If I was-
Fucking one.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Spewing.
there's a Discord bot for it. Or even better, yeah, I could get Teabag over here to do a dice roll.
Oh my
Discovery
God.
bot.
Yeah,
That'd be wicked.
we could do something like that with an NPC. You've got to like win a
Yeah.
game or something, and we can link a bot
Russian
with it.
roulette.
Ooh.
Wild stuff. Yeah. That would be awesome.
It's
Just randomly generates a number 1 to 20, and an NPC decides what to do with it. Oh, there's so many possibilities.
yeah, especially if you do the
Yeah, you probably
background
play
of
like
it.
some sort of card game as well.
Yeah, because then you could
Yeah.
it'll be like a charisma check.
Yeah.
Depending on how well you've spoken to that NPC is whether you get.
Or intuition.
That's right.
Yeah.
You rolled a 3, so you don't
So
get the
right.
mission. Or you rolled a 15, so you got the mission, or you rolled a 20, so you got the extra mission with a little bit more information. You guys are going to be busy
Yeah.
if you get me involved, but anyway.
I'm down to talk business, Greedy. I'm down to talk business.
Your bot will be phenomenal. Even as is, it will be phenomenal. But we've had you on the show before. Let's dive in a little bit of Red's background. So, Red, tell us about what you do as a network manager, and how did you get into the role? How did you meet? How did you get into the world of the Second Dawn?
Oh God, where to start?
Yep. From
From
the beginning.
I joined as a mod. Oh God, how long ago now? For about
3 or 4 months.
about 4 months. Yeah, about 4 months ago. And I approached Chloe in my interview, and I basically said about what were her goals for Second Dawn. Was it just going to be a role play server? Was she looking to branch out? And she was looking to branch out. And the more we spoke, the more that the vision of what Second Dawn could be sort of aligned. And the ideas started flowing, and I guess I just sort of rose through the ranks because we had the same idea of how we wanted to run the server.
Yep. The compatible vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same ambitions, definitely.
Yeah. Bloody big ambitions, I'll tell you that. You probably need a few more people to have
I said
that
it from the
ambition to get
start,
along.
yeah. We're very ambitious people over it, but I mean, there's one thing having ideas, but another thing being able to execute them. And I can say with confidence that if we have an idea, we work tooth and nail to make it a reality.
Yeah.
And so far, it is. I can be prouder of the community we've got and the things we're working towards. It's insane.
Yeah, that's absolutely hectic. That's crazy. Read a little bit more on your DayZ background. How long have you been playing DayZ, and how did you actually get involved in DayZ?
I've been playing since around 2019. I think it was released on Game Pass or something. And I love like zombie movies, zombie games. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, yeah, I'm jumping straight on it. Um, like a lot of people, I uninstalled it after I died many, many times.
That's my favourite
Reinstalled
story.
it the next day. Yeah, tale as old as time. And I started playing it, every day a little bit for a few hours, getting better and better. And I really liked the progression that I saw myself making and how intricate the game actually was, and all the different things that are hidden even after years of playing it. There's still areas on the map that I haven't explored. I think that the first sort of community server I joined was I think it was a PvP server, and just the whole Discord setup alone, I really liked the management of it and the additions that a community can make to a game that seems so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like default.
Yeah.
There's so much that the community has added simply with Discord. And I love that aspect of it. And that's kind of what got me hooked and wanted to create stuff myself.
Yeah, the combination between Discord and the servers, especially in the later game of community servers, has been, the next level step. And you guys are taking it once again to the next level when it comes to automation in Discord. Usually the correspondence between server and Discord has to be intervened by a player or an admin or something like that with your discovery bot. You guys have basically melded both of them together now. You've made Discord and the server become one, which is an absolutely crazy achievement. If you said that at least 12 months ago, people would have laughed at you, said it couldn't be done. We know what troubles we've had in the network of late when it comes to kill feeds, diving into and corrupting the network. But yeah, that's absolutely crazy that you've melded the Discord and the server completely together. Achieved your goal when it comes to having that full-on RP world. I'm keen to get involved. I'm keen to attack this bot. Me and him are going to be sitting down and at the bulletin board and writing messages all over the place. The graffiti is going to be funny to watch. Throughout.
Make a graffiti board for it,
Yeah. But yeah.
Bulletin board and then graffiti.
Well, I'm going to want this bot on my server, Greedy, so we can test it out and stuff in the Discords and in game if you want to do a run on it.
Yeah.
Later down the line.
Yeah. Well, I'm I'm definitely gonna have to get once it's fully set up, once it's in a full swing and it's got some bulletins and it's in the full flow of the server. I'm definitely gonna jump in and have a crack. Something like this needs to be put out into the community, and not for the fact that it's a big discovery, but there are plenty of servers out there and a lot of owners who would benefit from something like this, not only just for the enhancement of the server and the features that it brings, but for the time that it saves, for the effort you have to put in. You can spend a little bit more time getting involved in your community rather than being the Discord jockey, as a lot of owners are. Especially in the RP world, you spend 5 minutes in your event, you organise your event, you watch everyone play your event, and then you log off and you spend the rest of the time in Discord. This is going to be next level. I really, really hope it explodes for you guys, and a lot of people take it on board. You're in good hands when it comes to Teabag, and I also hope that the SDRP network expands with a lot more variety of servers coming across and seeing how good the network itself is and the brand is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got more plans. We've got logos already designed for other expansions, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and we don't want to spread ourselves too thin, so it's really pacing ourselves. But I'm so excited for how far especially in 5 months, how far we've come.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like last time we had you on the show, we were just talking about the RP server and where it sort of was taking, and between now and then, only a few months, you've expanded to a broader community. What was the trigger?
So, the trigger. So, from the moment I got the Second Dawn roleplay logo commissioned, I also got the deathmatch, the network, the medieval. I had all of them done alongside it, so it has been something we've been, that we've sparked wanting to do for quite a long time. But it's just obviously finding the right opportunities to seize it. See, yeah, we've had a few opportunities come up recently, and we've taken them, we've run with them. So that was really what sparked it all. Started off with, the idea of just being a hub where we could have other people advertise their discourse and also have the Second Dawn name on it. To hell no, we're going to create our own discourse and our own servers and do it that way. So yeah, it's I'm lost for words on how far we've come. Truly, like last time we spoke, I think we were at the end of season 1.
Yeah,
we're now going into season 3.
We were in this end of season 1.5, so it was based in the town of Savet, and Greedy spent most of his days trying to hoik the wall. And then we went and discovered about the lab that was underneath the town when half the people left, and we were off to Chinaros for find the lab, I believe.
Yeah, it's that's where it ended up, and obviously I remember teasing the Law 2. I remember correctly, and we had things planned for Law 2, and that has evolved as well since we last spoke. I'm still not going to reveal too much because I've told the community exactly what's planned.
Come on, spill the beans. Spill the beans.
Oh man,
I'll say this much.
Just
This is an exclusive to all those in Second Dawn watching this now in the chat. Because obviously I've kept my mouth sealed about what we're doing for Law 2 exactly. I will say it's heavily inspired by Fallout 4 and the 100. If you know either of those, then that's what it entails. And we've got a map covered in POIs. Covered.
Alright, leave it at that. Leave it at that. I know what you're like.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
You officially
That's
got
enough.
shushed by a network manager.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
She
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
Put her
it
on
all
mute,
If you
day,
don't say
Greedy.
anything, she'll just keep on going.
Yeah, I know.
She'll
what
start
he's
talking about
trying to
Law
do.
3 in
As a
minute.
reporter, it's my job to milk as much information as possible, especially all those goodies.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, it's going to be a law that as far as I'm aware, no other roleplay servers try to pull off. It's gonna hopefully it's gonna be our flagship law, something that everyone knows us for and remembers us for, in however many months and years to come. So, I'm super excited for Law 2. It's launching 1st of October. So.
Nice.
And I can also say that people need to watch out how they respond to the question of the day's channel, because of it is going to have an impact. So just be careful how you vote on that. No, that's all I'm
Look
going to
at
say
her,
about
she's
it.
giving more information.
That's all
at
I'm
the
going to say.
end.
I'm not saying any more. I'm trying.
Question of the
God.
day channel? You've got a...
Yeah, so we do question of the day. It's not daily because we always forget to do it.
Yeah.
But there are certain questions that have been asked about, I'll say one for an example. Is society better governed through control or freedom? And the people vote what they think. And I'll tell you, people think these are just idle votes. They're not.
Control.
There is something that's going to happen with the votes. So,
That's it.
but I haven't told anyone that up until now, so they're going to all be freaking out.
Oh, there you go. So, if you've been silly on the question of the day and thought, nah, I'm going to answer it in a strange way, yeah, you may have shaped your future.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Just shat all over yourself there.
That is cool.
You never know. You never know over a second dawn roleplay. Something that might seem so insignificant will actually have an impact. You just don't know it, and it's great watching it because I know the whole plan.
It's the
They don't,
worst,
so it's
isn't it?
like,
It's the
ooh.
worst having all the cards in your hand and you can see what's going to go on.
Yeah.
And you're like, how much do I let out? I want to let all of it out. Take it all.
Yeah.
Know what I'm know.
Yeah.
No, that's...
Even the staff don't fully know it as well, so I bet they're all like,
Oh, shit.
yeah. It's
No, that's good. All right.
they're all typing in the chat. Oh, she's gonna leak it all.
That's it, yeah. So we'll put a cap in it there. That's as much as you get. We'll put a
Yeah.
cork in the bottle. We got a little bit of leaks and a little bit of info. So make sure when you're on the second dawn and you're answering those questions, you're putting yourself in your player's perspective.
Definitely.
So if people want to get involved in the Second Dawn network, where's the best place to go, and how can we get involved? What can we do to get involved in the actual network itself?
Okay, so if you wanted to get involved in a network as a player, so say for example you're looking for a server to play on that suits your style, we have a Discord server called Second Dawn Network, and this is basically a server that has all of our updates, all of our projects, our partners, and it basically it's the link between all of our branches. So if you want the roleplay, there's a channel that you can go find a roleplay server. If you want deathmatch, there's one for that, and vice versa. And obviously we've got our announcements and partner announcements as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. It's a little bit of a work in progress because we've had to, since opening it, we've had to do a few adjustments, but that's where you're going to go to hear everything Second Dawn.
Very, very nice. And that way that everything is underneath one banner and easy to communicate with everyone. Is the bot, is that where Discovery is going to be, or will Discovery be in each individual server?
So the Discovery bot has its own Discord support server, like most, where obviously the bots have corresponding Discords with like setup guides and suggestions and things like that. It's also in the hub to be there for the sake of it. Any servers within our network will get access to the Discovery bot for free. So the likes of the roleplay, the deathmatch, PvP, medieval, they all get that service for free. Obviously at the moment we only have the roleplay up. The deathmatch is coming up soon. Medieval is a work in progress, but when that does launch, I'm sure it will utilise the Discovery bot quite a lot. So yeah, they get it for free. But obviously, like I said, this isn't something I'm hoarding from the community. It's something I want to give, allow everyone to access. So anyone can have it once it launches. And the official launch is October the 1st.
October
So-
1st is when when Discovery goes
Yeah.
public.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have some inquiries after this. You will have some
Oh, I'm
inquiries
sure of it.
after this. And definitely when you get the bot up and running and you want to advertise it, let me know because I'll put it in my server services on my Discord. So, it's
So one thing we are going to do, one thing we are going to do with it is we're going to open up an in-game server specifically for the Discovery bot as well. It will be password protected, but this is for anyone that wants to try it before they buy it, sort of take it on a test drive.
Oh,
We can obviously
wow. That's
give them
really,
access
that's
to
really
the-
generous.
Yeah, we can give them access to the game server and we can take them through the features in game so they can actually experience it themselves. So that's also something we're working on. That way you don't have to buy it not knowing really what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You can, and not just that, I think it's going to convince a lot of people to get it when they see it firsthand. So
We'll be
that's
taking
something we're
people
going to
on
do as
tours.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
also what we've got.
definitely the way to do it, I think. I think if you're going to put it out an advertisement, you have its own server, you can walk people through, they can see the bulletin boards, they can connect to the voice channel, they can see it in-game, live. That's crazy. That's nuts. Absolutely
We're also,
nuts.
for anyone that does buy the bot, we're going to offer free setup assistance for anyone that needs it in their Discord. So myself and Red will hop into people's Discords if they need and help set it up. So you don't have to worry about the rigorous faffing of trying to get it working. We'll
That's
get
it.
it ready to go for you and
Here's
run you
Discord
through the commands.
bot. This is how you put it in.
Oh, nice.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, not here. We're all about customer service.
That's it. You get customer service
gonna
to a max.
give you the full
We want it to
experience.
be as easy for people to set up as possible. It's easier if we do
Yeah.
it ourselves.
Yeah, correct. And that way you can also keep an
Or else
eye
give them
out.
the idea.
Are they all going to be connected under like a global leaderboard or anything like that?
So
will my
that is
stats
something I've
port
actually
across?
spoken to Teabag about. That is something I want to do because obviously it's like the kill feeds. Obviously you get your own personal stats and the server ones, but I also would love, and it's something I want to speak to Teabag about, is having a global leaderboard where you can see the person that's discovered the most amount of POIs across all the servers the bot's in, not just your own. I think that'd be wicked because we could do
Oh,
like giveaways
yes.
and free subscriptions.
Yes.
Well,
know,
as
all
well
that
as
kind of
having the
stuff for it.
individual global stats, we could also hit servers against each other. That could be quite interesting.
That's it.
Competitions, yeah.
Who's killed the most rabbits
Yeah,
out of your population? And then
That
it's just
happened
a
back
rabbit
in the day
fest.
with the,
That'd be great.
back in the day that happened with that kill feed. People were just like buffing the stats.
Yeah.
When,
When
Yeah.
That was Jeeber's kill feed.
when
I think.
Jeeves kill feed, and they had the leaderboard
Yeah.
online.
They were literally just sitting on the server and just fucking killing like spawns. That's it. Like they weren't even actually doing.
Oh, well, it's going to be
anything.
harder than that because you actually have to go out and find these
Yeah.
POIs.
Yeah.
And once you found them, that's it. It's not something you can recycle over and over again. So, yeah, hopefully we won't see much of that.
Someone's gonna do. There's always somebody.
Yeah,
There's
someone will
always
find a
someone
way,
that has no
definitely,
life
yeah.
and just oh, I'm gonna do this today.
I was going to go walk all the POIs. But saying that, they're going to spend 4 or 5
Yeah.
hours on your server for the day, then happy
Yeah,
chappy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. You're basically running through. Has the bot got a price? The chatters asked how much will the bot cost per month?
Okay, so the standard edition, we're looking at it. Obviously, it's not a fixed price. We haven't set it in stone yet. But I want it to be as cheap as possible. So we're looking at the standard edition being £5 a month.
Yep.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what that is in dollars. I'd imagine £7, maybe something like that.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Under
so
10
that's
bucks.
what we're
Like
looking
April.
at for the standard. And the standard feature will allow 10 registered POIs, 5 NPC quests, 5 bulletin boards, and obviously unlimited support in setting up and stuff like that. Now for the premium, it's going to be around £10 a month, once again, not a fixed price.
Yep.
And that would be unlimited everything, so you can have as many
Oh my
POIs,
God.
quests, and boars as you want. So that's what we've got at the moment. But obviously, that's not fully concrete,
Yeah.
so it could change. But the prices,
prices are
I'm
subject to
confident will stay as
change.
they
Yeah,
are.
right. Like that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mm,
not like
definitely.
you're
I think
making
it
them pay
is.
like a fortune.
Yeah.
$10
Well,
a
at
month.
the end
Some
of the day,
bots
I
are pretty
mean,
expensive.
I'm not looking at. This isn't something that I'm looking at profiting from. Obviously, it's a good bonus, but it's mainly just something to give the community. And obviously, Red
Yeah.
and Teabag are both going to get their own cut from any revenue as well. So
And keep your servers running
It's-
too.
That's it.
yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
It goes back into server ownership as well, and
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Because it breaks
other
the
stuff
bank.
like that.
Yeah.
Hey, oh yeah.
100%.
Oh well, we all
The amount
know
of money
that
we spend
feeling.
and we get shitty support.
Yeah.
God damn, so bad.
As Reed says, a very
Hope the
reasonable
trial loses.
price for a very useful tool. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
That's the end of my little questions. Does any of the co-hosts any questions? Any questions from chat? While we are waiting for them to dive through, we're going to ask you guys some fast questions. So this is for both of you to answer. I'm going to give you two options, and you just give me whichever one you decide. And I've got to give you I'll give you the onesie question before that. So if you
Oh,
could
no.
add in a onesie into DayZ, what would it be? What are we running down the main
And you
strip?
both have to answer.
What do we run down the main street of SDRP dressed in? That's for Red.
Winnie the Pooh. That's
Win-
the first
oh,
one
Winnie-
that came up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just Winnie the Pooh. It would just be ridiculous.
God, I've forgotten every single character to exist now. Maybe I'd say maybe Scooby Doo, a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't had Scooby. Nice. Looking for some Scooby snacks. Beautiful.
Or Honey from Winnie the Pooh.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you can actually get your honey pot.
Oh, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
I've got a little something to add, Greedy, but you can ask your questions
Yeah,
first,
I'll do my
and
fast
then
questions
I'll,
and you can fire away.
That's fine, yeah.
All right. So just give me your first response out of the two. So first up, beans or spaghetti?
Beans.
And Red.
Spaghetti.
No brainer.
Nah, it's spaghetti.
It's spaghetti.
Come on.
What?
100%.
Get you on the way!
100%.
Spaghetti.
Group or solo?
Group.
Group.
Sneakers or boots?
Sneakers, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Gilly or bag?
Bag.
Bag.
KOS or interaction?
Interaction definitely is a role player.
It's
I
got
feel like
yeah,
it'd be
we're
bad.
role players, so yeah.
Secretly deep
represent,
down,
man. Interaction,
KOS. KOS.
Oh, there's been times where I've wanted to. Leave me.
Chinaris or Livonia?
Livonia.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Livonia.
Damn.
Yeah, Livonia. It's
Nice.
a good map.
Hero or villain?
Villain.
That's a good question. I played too many heroes, but I'll say hero.
Nice.
I have enjoyed it.
Oh.
Chasing shots or running
What are you
away?
laughing at?
Tracing shots or what?
Running
Normal.
away.
Oh, running away. Oh, God, I value. I'm not a good PvPer. I'll die.
Nah,
I'll choose
chasing.
running.
Chase.
No chance.
Prefer running
Oh,
or
God.
prefer driving?
Driving, although I'm not very good at it.
Running.
Running. Fresh start or start geared?
Fresh start.
Start gear.
Ooh, definitely.
I'm
Really?
lazy. I ain't
Two
got that much
s-
time.
That's it. Two sides of the coin.
Wow.
Two sides of the coin. I love it.
Crazy.
All right, so far away,
Chloe
Lady
and
Ponce.
Smiley would get on well. Right, okay. So
I'm efficient,
just-
okay?
just
That's
before
lazy.
just before we started the podcast today, we were having a little discussion about outfits and stuff, and how amazing I look in mine. And Chloe
I
decided
look
to tell
beautiful.
us that what she's wearing is one of her characters called Bubbles from the server that she owns. And she said
Yeah, man.
she's going to give us
No.
a little demonstration of her RP skills. So
No.
take it away, Chloe. Show us Bubbles.
How about this? If you tune in to season 3, you might
No,
just
no,
see it.
no.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Come
think-
on.
I've got to
I
leave.
think that's an
You're on the
official
room
spot.
pass.
That's what you get for
interpretation.
laughing at my answers.
Oh, come on. Just, as I said to you, all you have to say is, thank you, Greedy, for inviting me on the show as Bubbles. Come on.
How about this? How about this? When the Discovery bot launches, I might just make an NPC and do a voice accent. There you go.
Done.
And then you can hear it as many
No,
times
we
as
want
you
a
want.
little teaser.
No, you
Come
can't have it.
on.
You've been denied, Lady Ponce. That's
Ah.
the official pass.
Pass.
Yeah, that's the best part about this show.
Chloe.
You can say no. Bubbles, please do it. Yep. Souls.
No, I can't.
Solace of
Stage
society.
fright.
That's it. So you'll have to wait for the
Aw.
NPC.
Yeah, Harley, go away.
It's it's funny when you bring out a character and people prompt you to want to bring it back, and you're like, now you've just put all the pressure on the character rather than just let it come out naturally and flow. Now I'm thinking
It does
about
come out
it.
naturally. That's the worst part. I always use her voice, but it's never intended. So,
No.
I mean, everyone will stuff will know about it. Whenever I talk to my dog, I sound like Bubbles. So it's got every day it's an occurrence.
That's it. See what happened? You put her on the spot.
But Red over here's got a cracking character called Lee Leakey with a wonderful
I knew
voice.
it. I knew you were going to say it.
Oh, can you do a bit of his accent? It's amazing. We all love it. Everybody loves it so much. Go on, Red.
Hang on a minute. I thought we were talking about her character. How was that?
Yeah, we
no.
were, but she's just
No,
brought
you
it
got-
up.
you-
Are you passing or
What
not?
the
Yeah.
hell, guys?
We'll
This
have
is
another-
bullying.
That's
Oh, he
hectic.
did it. He just upstaged me.
amazing.
Yeah, that's it. See that? That's a true RPer there. Doesn't matter if we're on stage,
Yeah.
in the stage, we're always a character. Red, hats off to you, buddy. Hats off to you.
Shame on you, Chloe.
No,
he was
no,
terrified to come on here.
you can shame her on your own chat on TPP. You can pass. We
Oh, she will.
Yeah, she will. Don't worry. It's one of the things that I find, especially when it comes to RP, is how much just a slight modification in someone's voice can really emphasize their characters, and people adopt that. People look forward to that.
Definitely. I mean, our owner of Second on RP now, Matt, when I say he's like the dictionary of voices, you give him an accent and he will be able to do it so convincingly. I remember I had a very similar situation like Ponce with Reed, where he was playing a roadman character. And
Jay.
when I heard him, yeah, Jay, and when I heard him speak in voice call out of character for the first time, I was like, who is this? And he was like, it's Jay. I'm like, no way. Like, there's not a chance. Every time I need
strange.
voiceovers for any trailers, I'm straight in Matt's DMs, giving him a script. He's amazing at it.
Do this.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah,
he's
literally.
awesome,
Even at
isn't
3
he?
in the morning, and he's always there for me. And I'm like, thank God.
Oh.
That's it.
Madness.
So you got Matt's pretty good. Solace and her Russian access.
Yeah, Harley.
unbelievable. Yep.
Yeah, she's Southern American, but she can do a really good Russian accent. Obviously, Reed, he's British. He can do a really good Southern accent. Tank was
Yeah.
someone in Second Dawn RP. I haven't heard him do accents, but I've heard him do like different tones and like, I don't know, if I say to him, I need you to sound like you're in pain or sound like you're happy, he can adapt that so quick. And it's really gritty and like immersive whenever he does voiceovers as well. So we've got so many amazing voice actors in Second Dawn. I
I
can't
can
wait
do a great
to
Scouse
use them.
accent.
Oh my gosh, you can.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, he's gonna have
Yeah.
to be the Scouse lady, Ponce. You're gonna have to be the
Oh yeah.
just normal speak.
Well, I'm thinking about a new character to bring that's actually from Liverpool in the UK, and I actually hold back my true Scouseness. So everybody, so you, Greedy, Brandon, and other people from around the world can actually, you know, like know what I'm saying to them, but in RP, I'm gonna like literally bring a proper Scouse person to the server.
I
And
can't wait.
I'm not gonna hold back.
Oh, you're gonna
I'm
get
gonna let
get
go of
real
this
rough, are ya?
posh voice.
Real rough
Oh,
Scouse.
you damn straight.
Where it's
Yes.
where it's just like garble. My auntie's like that.
Yeah,
She's Scouse,
basically.
so
Yeah. Gonna dig into me roots, bring some A game.
I can't wait. I'm holding you to that. I'm so
it.
gonna hold you to that.
go and get some stewed
I'm
eels
already in the middle of
and
writing
some
something.
gravy and some mashed potato.
That was shocking.
Mashed spuds.
Mashed spuds and stewed
spuds.
eels
Spuds.
with ferals.
Stewed eels.
Oh.
Nasty.
Yeah, no thank you.
Nasty.
Nasty.
All right, anyone in our chat got any questions? What about our co-hosts? Any more questions? Otherwise, we're going to get these two and pit them together.
To be fair, I did have like some questions, but I knew not to have any because I knew Chloe would have answered them all before she even knew what they were.
Yeah.
'Cause every time I've ever had a question to ask, she's already bulldozed over with an answer and not even known what the question is. Like
Oh, yeah.
whenever
It's a
we have
talent.
like staff meetings and stuff. So yeah, it's like she reads me mind.
All right, so Reed said.
So
what,
I'm out.
Reed said, "What are Red's plans in the future in regarding DayZ?"
That's one.
Yeah, it's a great question
Well,
actually.
he's put me right on the spot, hasn't he? I'm not sure. I mean, I want to obviously push forward with the Second Dawn network. But I mean, even 3-4 months ago, didn't imagine the server would be anywhere near where it is now. Who knows where it's going to be in 3-4 months again? Just pushing forward, trying to enhance the DayZ community on console even more. Maybe add a few more updates to this discovery bot. Just keep on pushing the limits, I think. Seeing where it takes us.
Where it can go. Very nice, very nice. Chloe, can we mention our new movie coming soon?
Oh,
No. No, we can't.
No, I'll say because it's funny. Oh, okay, right. I'll give a bit of context first. So, yesterday we had our season 2 finale, and at the end everyone got on a boat, and there was a player suggestion that said to make text RP channels because we've got a week of the server being down for maintenance, and obviously people want to carry on with their character development. So I made the text RP channels and an announcement, obviously outlining for people that haven't done text RP before how it works, the courtesy, all that stuff. And I also highlighted no ERP in the text channels. and then I said, I don't want to see 50 Shades of Dawn just off rip, like, and and then I took it a step further and I went on editor and designed a front cover with 2 characters. Yeah, and it's identical. It's identical to the 50 Shades of Grey front cover of the movie, and I put it in the announcements. If anyone's in SDRP and they see the announcements, so I think it's a work of art. And now they're asking me to take it a step further and make a movie trailer for it. Oh mate. So yeah,
RP
50 Shades
has
of
never
Dawn
been
coming
the
too
same
soon.
again.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Experience it in
no.
IMAX.
That's it. That's it.
Coming
On
to
the
your,
mega
to your
screen.
cinema soon.
50
Yeah.
Shades of
So
Dawn.
much. You know what? They dared me and think I'm not going to do it, so I'm stubborn. I'm going to do it now.
Get the
I'm going
trailer
to make
out.
a movie trailer of 50 Shades of Dawn, yeah. But by no means want to clarify, I'm not endorsing people doing ERP in my server. Made it crystal clear. Like, we could joke about it, I don't want to see that, so... But yeah, no, that was the context behind it. And,
So
yeah.
you may get a trailer for
And obviously the two
50
two
Shades
featured...
of Dawn.
Yeah.
Done out
It's
of
going to be my
AI.
job
The
to make
feet-
sure it never sees the server.
And then the featured main characters in this rendition is actually 2 of the admins. So.
Oh,
Crazy.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's what she's saying.
We're famous. We are. Oh my God.
And it's obviously
Oh my God,
Solstice
hi,
Society
Mum.
and Reed Rogan. Yeah. It's them too.
I love Harley. She is
Yeah.
crackers. Honestly, she's literally such a sweet girl. I think I've known her for like God over a year now, and she's always just literally exactly the same. She's so funny.
It cracks me up. That cracks me up. 50 Shades
Oh
of Dawn.
dear. Yeah.
It's Hollywood babes. Typecast.
Complaining about the wrong character model.
That's it. Hollywood. That's it. That cracks me up. Oh shit! It's funny how
Dug myself a hole.
one little comment or statement blows out to near server law now, and movies
Yeah,
being
that's it.
made and stuff.
It's immortalised.
It'll be forever be the warning every time you go into text only RP. The 50 Shades of Dawn trailer will come up as the
Yeah.
announcement.
Oh yeah, I put it in the photo competition as well. I think I'm winning it so far this week. That front cover. So yeah. Oh,
And that's the other thing with the community. You go in there, it's just not the RP server. There's a lot of community side of it. There's stuff you can share on there about yourself. You can really get involved and make yourself a little home there. It is a fantastic server.
It is a mini family.
Yeah,
it really is, and I can say quite proudly. I mean, we've been launched for about 5 months. We don't have any toxicity or anything like that. It is a very, very tight-knit and friendly community, and that's one thing I'm so proud of. Because there's not enough of it in DayZ, unfortunately.
No, there's not. And the one thing I found is exploring my time on the Second Dawn, you actually get people encouraging the RP and getting involved and coming across to you and talking. It's not everyone sitting in their little groups. I had an interaction where I was just walking beside another bloke. It started off hello and it ended up being a trading of guns and stuff like that in the middle of the square. But it was more of how the community will actually bypass you. And, we were in a protected city, so there wasn't much threat. And everyone was quite friendly and really dived into their stories. So if you're looking for an immersive world, it's one to dive into. The people in there are hell-bent on making an RP experience absolutely phenomenal, and they do it well. So it gets the peasant recommendation. 5 out of 5 pitchforks.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, when we started, that was always something we wanted, is give the players something new, something innovative, and yeah. And so far, we're proving that with all the things we're doing, and I cannot wait to launch the Discovery bot to SDRP. I've made announcements about it over the months, and I know the community are just as excited as I am for it. So that's going to be. I can't wait to see everyone's reactions about everything we've done.
And it's hard to keep a lid
Just
on
as
it,
a
isn't
follow-up
it?
to that,
Oh,
if anyone
so
does
hard.
have any suggestions, please feel free to go into the Discord and mention them. 'Cause we are looking for
Yeah.
new features.
Or there's actually one in the SDRP suggestions as well. I pinned it to the top. Any bot suggestions. So if you're not in the Discovery bot channel, Discord, you can always do it in SDRP as well. So
You might be the idea
Yeah.
that inspires the next side of Discovery, or your idea might be the next run through for the Second Dawn RP servers. The more ideas, the better, I find. The only thing it won't be is it may not be used, but it may be used. So get it out there. All right, well, that's all me wrapped up. So there's only one thing we can do at the end of the show, and that's pit our guests together. We're going to have Chloe versus Red in our 1v1 arena. If you want to put some money on it, people, you can put some greedy gold on it.
Definitely put it on me. I'm gonna win.
That's it. The prediction has started. So if you guys want to just follow behind us and take yourselves a lane each. So
I'm going to break his
each
leg.
one of these lanes, if you jump down, is a plate carrier, helmet, and a variety of guns. Support animals are also able to be used. We understand that some people do require support animals. But yeah, jump down there, select the weapons you want. Don't forget your plate carrier. And then when you finish, there's a little wire gate up the end. Just stand there and we will call you ready to pit.
Oh, this is intense.
Oh, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Leave me alone,
put your
Brandon.
predictions
I wanna
down. Who
watch
you
this.
think will win? Takes a little greedy gold. All you do is hit the prediction up the top, go through. Who's your money on, Lady
Oh,
Pons?
the bubble hat's staying on.
You know these people more than anybody else.
My money. I don't even know where's. How do I find the? I can't find it.
You missed the predicting.
I don't want to take my bubble hat off.
Oh, damn
It's
it!
iconic.
Use the penis helmet.
Oh,
That's it.
Can I not get it
I'm gonna
out?
have to.
Oh,
I mean business.
Use the
Combat
penis helmet.
bubbles. Combat bubbles is coming out.
Combat bubbles. Ooh. Combat bubbles.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So both of them are... no. Yep.
Oh.
Get as many guns as you want. You may run out of ammunition. Don't be shy on the guns. We are instant wake up here, so if they get knocked out, they will instantly wake up. So be prepared that they may come and pull up their gun. We've got 100 on Red, we've got 1,000 on the Fox, we've got 2,000 on the Fox, and we've got 5,000 on the Fox. So we think the Fox is going to survive.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Right.
just saying I would have put 20k on Red.
Put it all on black.
That's
You've got to
it.
lose your
All
money.
right. So both of them at their gates. So when we say go, you just pop that gate and start shooting. Don't fall down any of the gaps, otherwise it's instant death. It's a long way down, and it's fight to the death. Chloe, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nah, you ain't, mate. Oh, he's got his helmet
He's got
on.
his helmets on. Yeah, you can hear the muffle. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Oh!
Ah!
shit.
No!
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
trying to... I can't remember how you finish. Oh, I've done it.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, have that.
You just shot the
No.
boss,
Oh,
did
I'm
ya?
gonna die.
The winner, grand champion, Clyde, defeats Red, smashed him. Absolute wicked victory. Absolutely wicked victory.
Oh yeah.
That's it, you gotta give him a little tea bag.
Oh!
Oh, he's trying to kill me.
You gotta get me now, Lady
I'm-
Potts. Actually, Clyde, you're not the PvPer, but you should be able to kill me from there. You can do the honours of killing me. Where's the fox, though?
Alright.
That's it. Where is the fox?
I've got something else to do first. This is some Sparta level. There you go.
Claim his helmet. Claim his helmet. That's
That's
it.
what I think about you, Red. Have that.
Oh, absolutely wicked show. We appreciate you coming out. It's going to be good to see that bot take off and, of course, the server explode. I definitely think it's going to do some good things. We appreciate you guys coming out. And definitely keep us informed about what happens with the server and the bot, especially on all those new additions. Apart from
Ready?
that, you can take me out.
As you know, in your...